right, so today we are in Los Angeles going to the Icon Labs, and we're going to go through some really awesome updos. And we have a really awesome team for us today, all set up, ready to go.
Hi, my name is Updo and I'm with the Icon Salon Lab. I'm here to share with you some influential styling. Influential styling is something that we look to the past for inspiration, but to give a modern twist or a modern flair to today's hair fashions. I want to share with you what it is to get us to that next level. I believe the three things the hairdressers rely on is what the consumers hate, and that's typically too much backcombing, lots of hairpins, and lots of hairspray. But what if I can share with you simple techniques that you can utilize at the salon that not only are time savers, but also not relying on the pins, the backcombing, and the hairspray. Not only does it make our job as a professional a lot easier, but also the consumer and the clients are a lot more happier. I always have to say, to have a beautiful look, it starts with the beginning. And that starts with our shampoo, which is One Soul, and our conditioner, Soulmate. By utilizing the cleansing and the conditioning, not only is it preparing and cleansing the hair, but it's already giving me the vital nutrients, vitamins, as well as giving me texture and volume to the hair. What I've done to Tina, I've actually applied also a cocktail of Antidote Protein, and I actually sprayed some Air Shine. Antidote and Protein are definitely my foundation builders that is going to give me the strength, the mobility, and the flexibility when I create the styles. But also Air Shine is going to give me that nice illumination shine, which is still touchable. And again, for the client, this will be something for her when she takes it at the end of the evening. She doesn't have to worry about a lot of pins, backcombing, and tons of hairspray. You can see how elegant and how simple and how easy my fingers are able to run. And you can see the shine, you can see the separation and the bounce. I already know that I can go into my style as needed without having to create a lot of subsections. Importantly, it's brushable, so I can get into the desired style that I need. So I'm just gonna, after I finger combed it, separate my barrel curls, I'm just gonna give it a light brush just to make sure that each barrel curl is properly brushed out. I typically like to set the front the way the natural flow of the cowlick or widow's peaks, or the direction that the hair naturally flows. I think if we follow that pattern, you'll get that ideal set, the ideal look the client is looking for. I like to work from the nape going towards the front. I always save the fringe or anything that's very artistically done around the face for the last. So after I've combed everything out in my fingers and I just slightly gave it a breakdown with the brush, I took a radial section from top of the ear to top of the ear from left and right. This is enabling me to create the chignon or a French twist or whatever we're going to create here. In this particular case, I'm just going to create a nice simple little chignon. I will just gently and lightly backcomb. And again, this is not a heavy set. You don't want a lot of fullness and volume, so you don't want to pack it too much. Again, it's about simplicity and elegance. And again, what's nice about influential styling is you use your interpretations and customization with the client's needs. I'm going to create a slight figure 8 back here, just by just gently twisting. So I've taken this light backcombing section, just kind of slightly palm it, and I just kind of hold my fingers there and just gently twist like a figure 8.
What we'd like to accomplish is how to take someone from a day look into an evening look. Obviously, you want to interpret trends that you see on the runway to make them wearable for your everyday clients. So I'm going to choose to use violet tones on her eyes. It's important to be aware of the trends that are going on so that you can relay them to your clients. They kind of expect you to be, you know, the fashion expert and to tell them what's going on or what's in fashion and out. And knowing how to do a 5-minute face is important because most women only spend about 5 minutes every morning doing their makeup. So you don't want it to be a really elaborate process, but how do you take a few key pieces and update your makeup wardrobe? I'm just going on top of what she already had. So if you imagine your client walks in the salon and has their everyday makeup, and then you just show them 1 or 2 pieces that will bring them into the new season. And in this case, you know, a violet shadow, we could have used green, something jewel tone. I'm using a very sheer nude color on the lips, just so she looks polished and done, but so it's also not competing with her eyes. She can go right from day into evening without having to wash or change her makeup. by just simply adding a few key pieces right over the top. People always want a smoky eye, and the easiest way to do it is just to use a darker colored shadow right around the perimeter of the eye, and then a dark pencil on the inside so that you create intensity and depth, and then along the upper lash line as well. And the last thing is to finish with a coat of mascara, and I'm using a jet black. And this is a great thing to do anytime you have someone in the salon that's either receiving a special event styling, or perhaps if they've changed their hair color. You always want to complete your overall look so that they're not just leaving with only their hair done, but that you're giving them a full service experience.